Before going to print, Maggie and Jonathan met with 80-year-old Donald Trump to fact-check the extraordinary details covered in their book. What was that meeting like?
Pretty weird.
You should tell the story.
Pretty odd.
You should tell the story.
We asked him about his presidential power, and he handed us a 2-page document, and he said it was written by a historian, and he wanted us to read it. And so it opens by saying Donald Trump is the most powerful man who's ever existed, ever lived on the planet by far. And then it goes on to compare him to what Donald Trump said was, to us, the top 10. And it was Stalin, Mao, Hitler, Attila the Hun, Genghis Khan. So it turned out, we went and did some research, this wasn't a historian, it was written by a former golf caddy. But as strange as the source of that document was, the premise was actually basically the premise of our book, expressed in a different way, which is that Trump is willing to use his power like no American president of our lifetime.
It's not just that he's willing to use it, it's that you understand that he will do this.
I think it's also that he wants to be a sort of Napoleonic...
100%.
You know,
yes.
The person who only needs to be known by one name,
Exactly.
who is the defining figure of our age. And so when Trump thinks about himself in history, I think it is to figures like Napoleon, is he wants to be a capital G great man of history. And that's of far more interest to him than gas prices or his polling or how Republicans perform in the midterm elections.
But he's not frightened of being known rather than a great man, a bad man?
It's a really interesting
It's
question.
a really good question that I don't know that we can answer. In Trump's mind, the world is a corrupt place, and he's just more honest about it.
So he's another bullshit artist.
But Trump has also been a chaotic and vengeful president who has spent much of this second term seeking retribution against those who challenged him during his first administration, shamelessly quashing dissent. Is this an administration run through fear?
Well, there's aspects of it, for sure. I mean, one of Trump's campaign advisors is on the record saying, we want to basically rule with an iron fist, or what does it say?
Are we allowed to curse openly?
Oh, yes.
Program?
Whatever, just do it.
He says, I think I have the quote correctly, was they want to make clear that if you step out of line, you get your fucking head kicked in.
That's right. So
on the inside, you have him being willing to use the levers of government to go after people who he perceives as enemies, including, this campaign of retribution against people who prosecuted him or investigated him, which we have lots of material on in the book. But he also uses lawsuits that he files as a private citizen. Trump has reveled in going after the comedians in particular, very aggressively has gone after particularly ABC News. He has gone after The View, which is a talk show. He went after Jimmy Kimmel for, a portion of what Jimmy Kimmel said.
He would love nothing more than to shut down the New York Times. He's made that very clear. We work for the New York Times. He's called it treasonous and traitorous, and Trump doesn't like dissent.